you obviously compared to in a few of the quotes to Heston Blumenthal and that sort of thing, but it does have that feel because it's but in a much sort of more kind of on the street kind of anarchic feel to it, because it is just chucking together ingredients that you might not immediately think work together. I mean, but there's some things that I just I can't. I love the porridge pancakes just because I always have those porridge pots. And then the idea that you can make pancakes out of those porridge pots that I take on the road with me, and often have one knocking around for like years, but I've not got to. But you make pancakes out of those. That's kind of loads of fun. I mean, just things like deep fried pot noodle, like that feels like a sort of thing that if you got that at the Heston Blumenthal's restaurant, you think, oh yes, how wonderfully clever.
And do you know what? Actually, that's absolutely. I mean, as far as culinary go, as far as flavors and everything, that is one of my absolute favorites. It's so good. So I mean, obviously, you would have toured around and performed in Holland, I'm sure, and gone to those, the little drawers where you get the crispy croquettes out, and they're always a mystery. You don't know what's going to be inside. And one of them is this thing called Bammerschafer, which is deep fried noodles, so it's like a cake of noodles. So the idea was just use a pot noodle for that. But it's heaven. I mean, it's outrageous, and you feel filthy, but in a lovely way.
Like all the breakfast ones where you got the whole breakfast and a mouthful. I mean, and they I haven't cooked any of these yet because I've been on the road when I've been reading this as well, though that's not an excuse.
I was going to say this.
I could have done something. But,
if anything, that's the environment where you should be doing some of them.
But the thing I really want to make, just I haven't got any blackcurrant jam, is blackcurrant and licorice pancakes. Because that absolutely looks way up my street there. I just love it. And I think you do as well. You said that. I love licorice. And that just seems like amazing. But yeah, everything's sort of so appetizing in there. Well,
if you love licorice, I mean, it really is a bit few, because when we were going through it, we realised there's just so much licorice. There's so much fennel and aniseed and licorice. It's just one of those flavours. But I think it's one of those flavours that is just probably why perhaps it appeals to you. Thinking about your baked potato, it's a real sweet and savoury thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like it works amazingly on. I don't know if you're still vegetarian, but are you?
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Well, it works beautifully on pork belly, obviously. Those kind of aniseed flavours and kind of sort of Southeast Asian cooking, but then equally, in a dessert, or even in like traditional sweets like blackcurrant and licorice sweets, which then
and licorice salt, which I was very. So again, I'll have a crack at the licorice salt as well, which again you can put on sweet things and savoury things. So
yes, and then you can carry that around with you when you are on the road and experiment.